Hey, Ruben.
Like,
You've had a great season so far. Um, uh, uh, it's a true freshman. I guess you've had two. No, you've had three starts already. What has the whole experience been like for you? Starting 4-0 and then this shocking loss. And what are some of the learning takeaways that personally that you've had?
me personally, that's just taking everything serious, really. We don't come out with our A game, and we're beatable. So we just took this lesson as a team to know that if we don't come out on top of on top of our stuff, we get beat, and that's any given game, no matter who we play. And we just gonna stay level headed in the locker room and get ready for next week. Well, this week.
Okay, the other thing is just the faith that you guys still have in your coaching staff. I guess you guys really are like a family. Can you talk about that a little bit, especially after, again, this last game, so much outside noise, even for the coaches?
I mean, we have a lot of faith in our program and our coaches. We love our coaches to the end of the world, really. Decision that was made. I mean, we're not living in the past. We just focusing on this week, but we supporting our coaches 1,000%. No matter what they're doing, they give us a play. We gonna execute it to the fullest of our ability, and we're just gonna keep working.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Adam from the Sun Sentinel. Adam, go ahead.
Hey, Ruben. First thing I wanted to ask you is just like, obviously the trip to North Carolina coming up this week. Not to say anything bad about Temple, but it's like your first ACC road great game in a crowd that'll probably be, a packed stadium. Just what are you looking forward to about that kind of environment?
I'm looking forward to it. Just ready for the atmosphere, ready to make plays, ready to take the field with my brothers again, and just it's another week, another opportunity, and we're just looking forward to it. To dominate, we're going against a good team, and we're just ready.
Next up, let's go to Brian London. Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Ruben, just can you talk about the process for you? This is obviously being a freshman, being your first year. You can watch all the film on North Carolina or any team that you face every week, and you can go through practice and get a good look from the scout team. But, it doesn't really get real until you step on the field and every week you're facing the team you've never faced before because it's your first year. You're facing guys you've never faced before. What is that like for you, that process of getting ready every week to face something you've never seen before?
Well, it's definitely new, I'd say, because we've never seen it before, but really it's just something that we just get in the film room, watch a lot of film, study our opponents, and just listen to our coaches, really. That's all we can do. And it's something that we just do week in and week out, especially for me. It's my first year doing it. I just listen to the older guys, try to spread the word that they're giving me, and going into the week with all I got.
Just to follow up on that, do you feel more comfortable now at this point in the season than you did maybe in the first game you played, second game you played?
I feel like I was comfortable the first game. I always told people football is football, so it's never going to change for me. But definitely got a little more acclimated throughout the season. I'm playing more games now, getting more plays, more snaps and everything. And just I'm more comfortable. I feel a little more experienced.
Next up, let's go to Marcus Benjamin. Marcus, go ahead.
What's going on, Ruben?
Hey.
So Branson Deen talked about you being a leader on this team. That's something that I guess is uncommon with the true
Tyler,
freshman.
just with the understanding you're facing the North Carolina defense, but Drake May on the other side, I was curious your thoughts on him,
really,
fellow quarterback,
what
he's been able to do, and do you have a connection with him at all through either ACC, kickoff, anything like that? Just your thoughts on Drake.
It's like the back of my hand. I know it because I was seeing when I first got here. So all I'm doing is just repeating what it was taught to me.
Next up, we go to Matt Shodell. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Ruben. I know you've already started looking at North Carolina a little bit. They have one of the nation's best offenses. Just from your perspective, obviously you haven't, like we've been talking about, you haven't really done this before very often at this level. But when you watch film of a guy like Drake May and a couple of really punishing running backs, what sort of challenge lies ahead for you and the rest of this Miami defense trying to slow these guys down a little bit?
It's the same challenges every week, and that's just playing the game of football. I mean, Drake May is a great quarterback. There's a great team. They're explosive everywhere on the field. So we just got to go in the game and play our kind of football to our standard. And I feel like we'll be all right. because again, we're going against a great team at their house, so we just got to come in level-headed and just be ready to work, and ready to play.
I'm good. I'm good. I guess I have two questions. First, obviously, coming back from injury last week. Just how'd you feel getting on the field for the first time in a few weeks on Saturday?
Man, it was amazing to be out there, man. I thought, man, it was really good for our team and our defense, and obviously myself, man. I had a great time. It was absolutely electric.
And then the second question I had is we're going to talk to Rueben after you. I was looking, and he's got the highest Pro Football Focus grade of the entire defense. I mean, have you ever seen a freshman like him? How have you seen him kind of grow since he's arrived and everything?
I think it's more of a surprise to the rest of the world because we kind of knew he was different. He really is, like, he proves it. He challenges himself. He challenges us. He's a leader in our room as a freshman. So, like, we knew he was different. I think it's more of a surprise to the rest of the world that didn't know about him. I bet you they know now.
Next, we'll go to Brian London. Brian, go ahead.
Branson, obviously you were nicked up a little bit. How good was it to be back with the team, back playing football? And did you feel like it took a little bit to get back in the groove, or did you feel like once you got out there in the field you were going at 100%?
No, I thought I played at 100%. Man, it don't really take a lot for me to get going because I'm a guy that's been here before, and I trust my training, and I'm well coached, and I believe in my coaches. So I just went out there and played. It just felt good to be healthy again and be able to play at a high level. I thought our energy was great. The energy I brought to the defense, the plays I made was great. So I thought the guys fed off of it a little bit, and it was amazing to be back out there.
Next up, we'll go to Andrea Adelson. Andrea, go ahead.
Hey there, I have a two-part question. First of all, just wondering if you guys are feeling an increased sense of urgency going into this game, knowing how important it is in the ACC race. And then the second part is obviously with Drake May, what types of things can you guys do to kind of flush him out of the pocket and make him uncomfortable?
I think for us, the energy is always the same. We have a head coach who's a great leader and sets the tone for us every week. And lets us know that every week we have to bring the intensity, we have to bring the energy because every week we're being hunted, and we accept that, and we look at it as a new challenge every week, and we're ready. Drake, great player, one of the best players in the country. We got to do the same thing we did a few weeks ago, man. We got to hit him. We got to hit him. We got to make him uncomfortable. We got to move him around. And if he makes some plays, we can't think about it. We have to go to the next one and play ball. So it'll be a great challenge. I'm really excited to see him out there and hit him around a little bit.
Next up, we'll go to Matt Shodell from Kane Sport. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Branson. Tyler touched on this a little bit, but he said basically there was some sort of a meeting where you guys sort of put the Georgia Tech game in the past. I was curious, was this like a full team meeting? Did you just meet as a defense from your perspective? And also from your perspective, how effective are those kinds of meetings? How much does that sort of let it go and move on to the next type of deal?
Yeah, I mean, as a full team, it kind of gives us a refresh. We're on the same page. We had to get on the same page because it's a quick turnaround. We got to move on quick for a great opponent this weekend, and our leaders do a great job of leading us in that direction.
If I could follow that real quick also, was this an opportunity also for guys like yourself to stand up and address the entire team? And if so, did you say anything, or was there anything meaningful that really resonated with you that was said in that meeting?
More so to my group. The team meeting was more Coach Cristobal. Like I said, man, he's a great leader. He gets everybody's attention, and we respect him. So like for me and the team meeting, no, it wasn't much me, but for my guys, yes.
We'll go back to Adam Lichtenstein. Adam, go ahead.
Hey again. So I kind of asked Tyler the same question, but obviously after you guys start 4-0, I'm sure you're feeling good, things are going well. Does a loss, regardless of how it happens, kind of maybe snap people's attention kind of back into focus, I guess?
I wouldn't say back into focus. Like I said, man, our coach he reiterates every week, man, it's a new challenge, and we have to start how we started the first game. Every week we're looking to go 1-0, and every week our focus is the same. So it was just like a refresher, like okay, we can get beat, and and we just have to take the new challenge and take it head on first.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go to Susan Miller-Degnan. Susan, go ahead.
Hey, Branson.
Hey, Susan, how you doing?
Good. Kind of like what Adam said. Well, I also want to know if you've ever been, played at North Carolina. It's pretty intense there with the crowd. But also, did you learn anything from last week? The sudden change, you know what I mean? At the ending, the kind of shock that you guys had to get out there. What was that like for you? Have you ever been in an experience like that?
So to answer your first question, no, I've never played at North Carolina. I'm really excited. It's one of those great programs that you see on TV all the time. I've never got the chance to play there, so I'm really excited to get out there and kind of see the scenery and play. But yeah, it was definitely different. You kind of get to see where your team is at and how mature we are across the board. And I thought it was a great experience for us. We look at it as an experience for us to get better, and I thought we did that.
Have you being one of the older guys, have you kind of helped mentor the younger guys on this situation and the outside noise and stuff? What do you tell them?
We just tell them we got to move on, man. You can't win them all, but we have to go out there and be players like we always are, man. We're looking to focus and go 1-0 every week. If that doesn't happen, we have a new challenge waiting on us, and we have to realize that, man, our next challenge comes up in 6 days. As soon as the game over and Sunday comes, the sun sets, and we have to get up and attack the next opponent.